son. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
Set a goal you can control. The guy that does that rap, I'm unbelievable. Set a goal that you can control. Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing this morning? I'm running a little late. I just really didn't feel like getting up for the first time. Set a goal you control. What's up, my man, Mike? How we doing? Starting my day. Got my mushroom coffee brewed. Excuse me for 1 second. Let me get my sugar-free creamer. Please don't tell me that it's not sugar-free. All you health nuts out there, please don't tell me that it's not sugar-free, because I'm not going to listen. But what I do is I have like this is a Keurig machine, but my coffee comes in a bag. My mushroom coffee comes in a bag. And a lot of people say that if you fix your gut health first, everything else will fall in behind it. So I'm going to be trying this till I run out and see if I want to order some more, because it's awesome. It's so good. It's so freaking good. My check this week is gonna suck, because I only have one run in, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. I mean, hey, there's nothing I can do about it. Hold on. Okay, no problem, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate your participation. We are rolling. We are participating. We are heading to the next level. What I mean by next level, we're heading to the next level in our YouTube life. Hopefully maybe in a month or two, I could be preaching about moving to the 4,000, person mark. I was looking at a gimbal from a video camera. I don't think they make one for video cameras. They just make them for cameras or phone. Because I got it for Christmas, and every time I use it, there's no stabilization in that camera. I'm gonna read over it again. There's no stabilizer. So when I film stuff, man, you get dizzy looking at it. You're like, oh my God, you get dizzy looking at it. So it's not. I mean, I'm not professional, but it looks freaking pathetic. But I got to start using some of that filming. It was not from the last cruise, but the cruise before that. And I'm gonna start trying to use it when I'm home, because I want to use it. Put it on my tripod, since I can't use the stabilizers. I need something to stabilize it. So when I move it around, the video isn't jerking all over the place. The um, phones, and my my other camera has a built-in stabilizer. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it, but it does. And I'm trying to watch out because I go OCD. I go OCD on my when I start doing stuff. Hold on, let's. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay. Uh, Pre-trip. Bam. 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 364. 364. Tractor. Trailer. Okay. Of course, didn't write down the trailer number. Hold on 1 second. Hmm. 89675. 89. Shit. Hold on. 8. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this. I haven't did this in about a week. Alrighty. Copy. Yes. Already copies. Sorry. Do. I'm just doing my morning pre-trip. Get that out of the way. I got about $50 worth of sod, but I don't have a remote watering for the back. By the time I get home, that sod's gonna be dead, but I'm gonna leave it right where it is. It's in the back, and hopefully it'll come back. My wife, she's not gonna water it, but I'm gonna ask her to water it tonight. This ongoing battle with my lawn is just it can be a little disheartening, but I'm not giving up. Not giving up. I'm gonna keep moving forward. It's funny when I talk about foundation. Well, years of erosion in my yard has destroyed the foundation of my lawn, which is the soil. It was eroded away. I had to do 1 year. I moved 18 tons by myself. Then I had a load of tree branch, ground up tree wood, mulch. 1 year. Then another year I had another load. I've also did horse manure. I haven't had a chance to get back there. I'm not saying it's frustrating. It's just hard when you're on the road all the time. I mean, I got to survive. And if it was just on me, boy, we'd be in trouble. Just being honest. Okay. All right. We have to look here. See, I don't see like there's anybody next to me, so thank God for that. Um, hold up. I mean, even though I know where I'm going, I like to have my GPS, on, so at least I know how many hours I get. I only really got about four and some change to do today. I'm going to look for there's a quick trip in Carolinas that I like stopping at where I go look at the sheds. Even though I can't have a shed, I would love to have a shed. I could put all my lawnmower equipment in there, boy, that would be freaking awesome. But back to my lawn, the foundation of growing stuff is, and it was said in Miss um uh, uh, I forgot whose live that was, but it was a live on Saturday. Urban Garden Chronicles, uh, um, about having the proper foundation, which is the soil. I have put everything I could into my soil. Now I have a company that's putting the right chemicals down. Um, I'm gonna keep building the back, and I'm gonna keep working on the drainage. I'm not a professional, but I'm gonna keep working on the drainage so that I can get the right type of drainage there. Okay, it's time to go. That's the hard part, but I'm not gonna give up. You know, um, one of the things is we tend to give up. I'm going through like a cycle of like I don't want to do no work, but I know I got to. Um, I just put some mulch down, around the trees, around my front, because it seems like the association is hell bent on every month have something to hit me for. So I'm trying. It's time to get back in the game and get ahead of them to make sure that everything is fixed, everything is repaired. Um, and we're working on that process. And you know, I love I love what I do. I just wish I had more room. I wish I had one of those houses that had three garages. The three garages. They had the two big garages and one small one. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But right now I spend most of my time looking for stuff that I know I need to fix. I know I need to, um, be up on. So that's one less headache that my wife has to worry about. Cause she ain't with it. You know what I mean? She's not with it. You know. Um, it's time to start tackling what when I plan to do. Everybody says don't do it, but I don't listen to folks. I've got so many freaking credit cards. Some of them need to be paid. Once I pay them off, I'm shutting them down. I did shut two down last year. I'm shutting a few more down. A few of the smaller ones, and all of them are I don't need, because once I put them in the drawer of no return, they need to go. I call it it's my dresser drawer, but once I put them in the drawer of no return, they need to go. You know, um, and they're low ones anyway. I mean, all of them got the high percentage crap. I don't know why I keep on doing it. probably because I never had it before. I never learned about credit before. It's one of the things, like I said, my son, he's going through some stuff. Um, and it's time that me as his father, we start looking on building his foundation, basic foundational things. How to eat in front of a woman, how to pay the bills. Don't like, hey, don't have that attitude that like I used to have. They get it when they get it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Yes, but if you do have it, pay them. Get it out of the way. You know, time to exercise. Time to get your brain working. Get your brain in motion. You know, like I said, I spoke to him the other day, and he was upset. He thought I was he he's literally a chip off the old block. He thought I was upset at him. I said, no, I'm not. But I need you to know. And he says, well, because this month he's got to pay you know, the whole rent amount, and he's upset about it. I said, well, hey, bro, welcome to reality. At least you'll get used to doing it. Because when you got to go on your own, guess what you got to do? You got to pay the whole thing. You know what I mean? And but when you train your brain to get out of the ghetto mentality thinking like I used to, I'm like, hey, well, the bill collector is gonna have to catch me first, and what good was that? You know, Now I know. Look, I got to budget my money. I'm holding on. I had some extra money. I'm holding on to that because I know next week's check's gonna suck moose chips. I know it's gonna suck royally, so I need to, have that money to keep up and pay these bills. I mean, it is what it is. But we're so. Oh, I forgot. I'm driving and it's still dark out. We are so enamored with, I'm all right. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm going to broadcast to everybody on social media that I am the perfect human being. There's nothing wrong with me. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. There's always something wrong. Something wrong with everybody. We all got problems. We all got, we all got situations. And I wish I could remember. See, that's why I need to get my behind back into the Bible. But I'm gonna crack open my present, the Ethiopian Bible, and start reading again and start understanding some of God's word. Because there's a story in there, so don't quote me on this, Mr. Terry. But there's a story that talks about foundation, and we don't teach our kids. We don't get into relationships. We don't get into our work. We don't get into our life without installing the proper foundations that will help us navigate this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? We don't install the proper foundations in our heart. We don't install the proper, the foundations in our friendships. Look, this is what I'm going to put up with. This is what I'm going to allow. But I got your back, and I know you got mine. We don't do that. Everything is so superficial that you don't see. What the? Oh, looking for my coffee. We don't see that a lot of our foundations are built on sandy ground. You know, like if you look at the 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 buildings that are in Dubai and all those places down in the Middle East where they got the world's biggest buildings and all of that stuff. Well, when they first looked at that, they realized that they were building on sandy ground where it's just totally impossible. But they started running big, enormous pillars into the sand and started doing their right calculations and to make sure that they would be able to build on that foundation. Their foundation is almost half the size, as far down as the size of the building, so the building will not collapse. You know, the Bible tells about that. I believe it's like building on sandy ground, and how it just won't last. We build our lives, we build our relationships, we build our trust on shaky ground. We build stuff on shaky ground, and then we wonder why. Half the time when we look for a mate, male or female, when I'm not even talking about the bag, we look at how they look. Well, I need to be attracted to them. But guess what? You could be looking at a 10, but their personality could be a 1. They could be ugly, so ugly on the inside that it's not even worth it. I was just looking. One lady says, the guy said, a guy broke up with this woman because she refused to sign a prenup. Well, she says, well, I deserve to have half of everything you got. Y'all ain't even married yet. You ain't even been together for 20, 30 daggone years. I deserve to have half. What kind of foundation is that? I don't know. We talk about, in the garden community, you can't properly grow anything without making sure that your soil is okay. You got to replenish your soil with with mulch, with fertilizer, with compost. Because remember the great what do they call that daggone thing? The Dust Bowl or whatever. That thing stretched across the whole United States, even came into New York, because farmers was not replenishing. They kept on farming the same stuff. They didn't put nothing down. They didn't replenish. They didn't replenish their soil, and there was no foundation, and just the wind, as the storms are coming and blew, and literally, I'm giving you the short version, and literally destroyed the foundation, which was the soil. And I'm not even a farmer, and I remember that. It's so funny that farmers, what they do, they'll take the cows, out into the field with the big roll, the big rolls of hay, and they got a machine that unrolls the hay, and they'll spread it across the field, and the cows will chase the hay because that's food. And while they're eating, and they're just pooting all over the place. While they're eating, they're pooting all over the place, and they're dropping their stuff right back into the soil and rebuilding. A lot of times, so the farmer doesn't have erosion and destroy it. He'll put a cover crop. He got something that, over the winter or whatever, put it on there, and then ground it back right into the soil. We don't we don't build our jobs in that same way. We don't build a foundation. You come in and say, "Well, I'm just gonna work to this done." No, I build it. I have boundaries. No, I'm not working for free on my off time. Don't call me. I'll get back to it in the morning. You know, I'm on my lunch break. I'm on my break. You know, we don't put up proper boundaries. We let people talk to us any old way. I remember, man, because I was such a gentle giant. I was such a gentle giant when I first started driving this truck. And I used to get these dispatchers that would talk to me any old way. And I was just getting away from being really very, very religious, very, very polite, and very, very nice. And I'd like to get back that way, but society, for my own social brain, society ain't having it. But I remember one lady, she would go off on me all the time, and and I didn't do nothing. I'm like, Jesus, what's the matter with you? Like, look, I'll call you back. I'm checking in. No, you're gonna talk to me right now. You're gonna do that. Y'all gonna do that. And I remember one time I said, you're so mean. I sounded like a dork and a geek. I remember that. It's like, man, now. I remember now, it was a few years ago. I was on another dedicated route, and what they were doing was they were waiting till the last day and tell me my deadhead. What I mean by deadhead? Deadhead means that you're driving empty to the next place. They wouldn't tell me the same day. So like, say if I had 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, I could drive knowing I had some deadhead time. So I could start heading a certain way. So I remember I went to the higher ups and said, look, you guys, to make this more efficient, the day I unload my load, I need you to tell me, I need you to send me to my next load, even though it's not ready yet or whatever, but you need to send me that direction. So I at least have, 4 or 5 hours of drive time, which is 300 miles. Because I used to get like a deadhead of over like 500-600 miles. And I said, that's not fair, because I could have been halfway there, and then you give me the load the next day, I could make it. And I remember I had a new dispatcher, and he called me up, and he started yelling at me, how dare you go over my head? How dare you? Who do you think you are? And I'm like, and I finally just snapped. And I said, first of all, ain't nobody going over your head. I just gave these, I just gave some helpful suggestions. And second of all, who are you talking to like that? If I got a problem with you, I will speak to you dead face to face. So don't you ever talk and say, let's get something straight right now. Don't you ever in your life talk to me like that again. Because I promise you will regret it if you talk to me like I'm some 3-year-old. And I finally, my nuts grew so big right at that moment. I said, don't you ever talk to me like that again. And don't you forget it. I'm a grown AZZ man. Don't you ever talk to me like that. And from that point on, I built my foundations with this man, and let him know, look, I'm not gonna talk, man. When we became good, I thought we were good friends, but we became friends. See, a lot of times, misunderstandings, miscommunications can cause your work foundations, your friendship foundations, your business foundations to go by the wayside. We got to learn how to build and rebuild and patch up. Because if you don't have a proper foundation, whatever you're doing is going to fall. Whatever you're doing is going to fall. You know, when you're trying to build your foundations, you gotta start with high quality material. You can't build nothing with weak material. You can't build nothing. You can't rebuild your life with weak material. My son was talking about what his mother's doing with him. I said, well, I spoke to him. I said, son, the ghetto mentality that your other parent has, they never repaired anything. They never fixed anything. They still believe that they're all right. And see what that brought them. A whole lot of pain. I actually feel sorry for that person. See what that done for them. A whole lot of pain. When you first of all, you got to know. Here's the thing: a lot of y'all are walking around with weak foundation in your relationships, in your hobbies. You're wondering why your stuff ain't growing. Your soil ain't right. You got to start with your soil. You're wondering why stuff is happening in your life. Have you started working on self? Have you started realizing that self is still messed up? Do you see what I'm saying? We haven't realized that we still messed up. I done went back to a bad habit. I take melatonin so I get to sleep. But last couple of days, I ain't need it. I got to remove that. I got to remove that out of my daily routine. These bad habits, they catch up with you. These bad habits can force something. Like, I woke up at 1 o'clock, and I should have been driving, but I was like, I don't feel like it, and went back. It just tossed and turned for the rest of the night. And now I just got up and started going. See, I'm messing with my own physical foundation by pumping stuff into me that is messing with my internal clock. I need to stop that and then get back into the things that make me go to sleep naturally. I need to start exercising, make myself wear myself out. Because I'm losing weight again. I need to get back into exercising, doing squats by the truck, something simple. Start something simple. Get that back in there, because I'm eating right again. I've had my mushroom coffee, which is working on my gut, and I'm not in a bad place. I'm actually I'm actually really feeling really good, feeling good about myself. Yeah, I want to go home, but no. Like, I could have went home. I could have went all the way home last night, but the thing about that is I got it's a 100-mile round trip from the yard. which right now, not the money's low, but I got to start watching. 100-mile round trip. I'm gonna go home for a couple of hours, work, and not get no rest. I got to get my rest. I got to, I have to start learning. I have to start picking my poison. You know what I mean? I have to start picking my poison. Hold on 1 second. Do.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never
Negative thoughts. You can't fill or repair your foundation of your life with negative thoughts. For all you YouTubers, I suggest you download that song and start your day saying those words of affirmation. Today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be a good day. Today is going to be the day that I keep moving forward. Today is going to be the day that I learn from my mistakes. Today is going to be the day that I put down that jelly donut. Today is going to be the day that I pick up some fruit. Today is going to be the day that I save that dollar for instead of buying something that I don't need. Today is going to be the day that I listen and learn. You know, listen and learn is so valuable. You know, our nowadays our kids, they don't even know how to sign their own name because we don't teach script in school no more. You know, our kids don't know the basics. You know, just the basics. It's so funny. You know, I remember physics and angles and stuff like that. I didn't know. I was like, when am I ever going to need to know that? Driving a truck. There's a certain angle I gotta, in certain truck stops and certain docks, I gotta come at a 45-degree angle, a 90-degree angle, a 34-degree. It's certain angles I gotta come at in parking, physics. It takes 2 football fields to stop when I'm fully loaded, when I'm 80,000 pounds strong. It takes more than just pushing on the brakes to stop this daggone thing. You know, these are the things that you guys don't realize when you cut us off. When you cut an 18-wheeler off, You don't think you're cutting us off, but you're cutting us off because you don't realize that all these new trucks, they have a radar. Look lower in the bumper. You see a little black square. That's a radar, and half these trucks will automatically slam on the brakes when you get close enough to do that. And we are cussing and screaming, and because we are just putting along, getting down the road, but you decide you got an open road, but you're gonna blow by me. You're gonna blow by me doing 80, 90 miles, and then jump over in front of me and then slow down. So then I have a governor, so I can't go no faster than 65. So I get over in the fast lane because I done got too close to you because my brakes keep on slamming. And then you see me, and then you want to match my speed. And then some of you nut jobs, come on, Ken. Some of you nut jobs will try what they call a brake check. Get in front of the truck and stay, hit the brake light. Try to slow us down. Y'all don't realize we got the big companies, they got cameras in the thing. I got a green button I can hit, record you behind. We're so selfish. Selfishness. You've taken like selfishness concrete and put it between the bricks of your life and not realizing that's not the way you should be. Not realizing that, well, I'm tired of people walking on me. Don't know. That's called boundaries. Don't let nobody walk all over you. But guess what? You get more with honey than with vinegar. That's a saying, but it's real true. A lot of people, they looking for a fight. But when you come to them and be polite, say, look, man, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. So don't. I have had many black women. You got to say, hey, don't take it personal. You work in customer service, but this is my problem. Maybe this. What do you mean, maybe? You don't own this mess. I got a right to be mad. I'm paying this bill. You know what I mean? Just saying. Good morning. The sun's coming up. The sun's gonna rise in a mile. In a mile, you'll be feeling just fine. We don't realize. See, you could build a foundation on a whole bunch of rocks, but if you don't run hard steel rods into the ground to hold you there, a strong wind is gonna blow you. It's gonna blow you away. Yeah, people. We always say, well, I'm secure in my own skin. Well, are you, or are you broadcasting certain things? I remember that's why I ain't been back to Miss T's channel for a minute, and it's not because I don't want to, but I had a flashback of how I was treated, and and a person that said, I'm the prize. I was dating somebody that thought there was a prize that treated me like shit. Sorry, YouTube, don't mean to be cussing. You're not the prize until I say you're the prize. But I want to treat you like an equal person. My foundation wasn't there. My life foundation, my relationship foundation, it wasn't there. I had to learn in the last 9-10 years. It's going to be 10 years this March with Norma. Been together for 10 years. Best 10 years ever. But I learned and I started building on a proper foundation, because all I ever wanted was to have just a regular relationship. I didn't want to have the everybody, everybody be on YouTube. Like, my marriage is so wonderful. I tell my wife this, she jumps, and you're lying. I tell my man this, he jumps. You're lying. Half y'all, when y'all get on these lives and y'all be, I do this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. Stop lying. Tell the truth, because I dare you to say. I said it before. Say it again. I dare you to say it while that person's sitting next to you, and when you'll see who's telling the truth or not. Me, I be, more than wellness. Me, I just wanted. All I ever wanted was just a regular relationship. All I wanted was someone I could learn off of, someone I could understand. I know all my wife's quirks because I worked on the foundation of a relationship. I used to had that Tourette syndrome. I'm gonna tell you this, and when I figured out that all that's doing is getting me in trouble, learn how to shut the heck up, I shut up. I learned my lane. I always talk about driving, staying in the lane. I learned my lane where I need to be. And it's so funny. I was like, wait a minute. I ain't got nothing negative or bad to say because I learned my lane. But that live, it triggered something. I was like, oh shoot. I didn't realize I still got some triggers. You know what I mean? So some of the bricks in my walk, my daily walk, some of the bricks in my life, my foundational life, need to be removed and cleaned up, and then reset. It's okay. You could take some of the bricks off your foundation, reset them, re-pour the concrete, and put it back in there. Some of us were big folks. Some of us got tired of being big. You know what I mean? Some of us are tired. Some of you are tired now. You just reminded me. I forgot to take my magnesium. I need to be taking, and that's something. Somebody said that certain magnesium citrate helps you. Magnesium is something. I got it in there. Helps you sleep better. So I'm gonna start taking that when I stop at night. I'm gonna start doing some of the stuff that I stop when I stop at night. I realized that it's a constant repair. It's like I have a retaining wall that I patched up, and I need to start fixing it again. But I'm gonna be hiring my son, because the railroad ties that are part of the retaining wall, they weigh about 200 pounds a piece. We're gonna have to figure out something. If we do one at a time, drag it over there, and he's gonna have to lift it, because I'm not going through this hernia operation no more. After this run, I'm not going through this no more. I accept that is my limitations finally. I accept them. No more. We ain't doing that no more. But you can repair some of the stuff that you're going through. You said, well, why me? Or why not you? I used to say, why me? Why not? A lot of the stuff that you're going through can be fixed. A lot of the stuff that you're experiencing can be changed for the better. You got to start fixing the foundational, your thoughts, positive reinforcements, affirmations. Wellness for Frugal Mama does a morning affirmation. You got to start changing your thought patterns. There is a person that comes on that passes through the channel all the time that is hard headed. Doctor says you got to change your diet. I'm not changing nothing. Until you fall the heck out. Then turns out that other aspects is what has made you almost fall out all the time. And if you tell somebody, look, especially with our groups, you tell somebody what you're going through, and it turns out what the person was going through, I already been through. I started laughing. I said, "Oh, I done been through that. This is what I did. This is what I did." I started building on that foundation because guess what? I don't ever want to go through that again. I don't let people talk to me any old way because I don't want to go through that again. I done started building piece by piece the blocks of my life so that I could build upon the foundation that I placed in my life to live in a house full of happiness, to live in a house full of joy. What do you mean a house? This temple right here. I started building on that foundation because we how we always said we got to work. I got to work on myself. Well, I got to look. I got with a woman that allowed me to figure it out. Still figuring it out. Many relationships that I've been, I wasn't me. Bad foundations. A foundation was built on sand and it blew away in a big storm. A foundation was built on rocks and it fell apart in a hurricane and in earthquake. Fell apart. And then we wonder why is this happening, or I'm mad at the world. It's everybody's fault but my own. It's the only person's fault is it's yours because you did not build on the proper foundation. Nobody pointed out to tell you, hey man, you need to do this. Or hey man, why don't you try this? You see what I'm saying? Well, hey bro, why don't you try? Why don't you try this situation? Hold on. I don't know, boy. It's like I always got to spit up when always. I don't know what the heck is that. What's up with that? Well, you say this. I don't know what to do. I don't. I'm in an unbearable situation. No, you're not. You can make it. You can make it through. You could move. If you notice when David said that the story, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he didn't say, yea, do I run. He said, yea, do I crawl? He said, yea, do I walk? God will put you in positions where you can walk through your situation as long as you learn from it. You can walk through the valley and then come up to the mountaintop and enjoy the scenery. Boy, guys, I was in the valley for so long, I didn't even know there was a mountaintop. And every once in a while, I get knocked back into the valley. But since I've been there, I already know the situation. I know, I know the pathway out of the valley. Think that. I don't know why I got the AC on. Let me turn this off. I learned the pathway out of the valley. I'm looking at because we're growing. We're down to 400 hours for the first when we do the monetization. I'm thinking about upgrading my gimbal and then giving away my gimbal because I have a gimbal for my phone that is rare. I rarely use. It's rarely used. I threw away the instructions, but I might give that away or buy another one, and that I'm gonna do a giveaway of a few things. I'm gonna start purchasing now because unlike y'all, I'm broke, and I'm gonna give away certain things. I'm gonna do a giveaway, but should I broadcast it or just give it away to the normal people that come through? Because if I do it like that, I'll be like, oh, you get a prize, you get a prize. I have 5 things to give away and give it the people that has always been rocking with me will automatically get it. I never thought I'd get this far. I never thought that we'd keep growing. And I'm blessed to say thank you for being a part of, my situation, being a part of joining us. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do something fun. Cause the boy, them gimbal, yo, you got to be a technical genius to do that daggone thing. But I'm looking to upgrade. I don't know why. I barely use the one I got. But we'll see. I might buy a Temu gimbal. A gimbal from Temu. Y'all get the one. Hey, man, I keep on pressing the button. All it does is spin. Well, you got it for free. What do you want? But I just want to give something out and just say thank you, because this has been a fun. It's been a crazy ride. It's been a fun adventure. Trying to come up with new ideas, trying to come up with new things to talk about, trying to have new ideas and new situations on our channel. It's been an experience. I realized that, yeah, I'm talking about foundational repair. And y'all act like I got this big, tall foundation. Nah, it's only a few row. It's only a few row of bricks because it's taken me 10 years to build that. So I'm not broadcasting like my foundation is solid. No, it's not. I've only got a few rows solidified in my life. I only got a few rows So a few, long spikes that are dug into the ground for the concrete to solidify around. And I'm okay with that because I recognize that I am a work in progress. Do you recognize that you're a work in progress? I know I am. I wish I could see what you clearly know something. I wish I could. I'll have to come back and see what you said. Well, one thing I learned, I want to stay humble. I want to be humble. Why? Why? People are going to walk all over you. It doesn't matter. That's who the person. That's who I am. You can walk all over me all you want. I do have limits. Either I will now, I won't deal with you no more, or I will correct you. You know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to be me. That's the problem. Is the person that you're broadcasting right now, is that the real you, or is that the hurt you? Is that the real you, or is that the hurt you? A lot of you folks are walking around with the hurt you and not showing out the real you. When you start seeing the real you, you can see it in their face. You can see it in their smile. You can see it. That's why my wife wonders why I take a lot of pictures of her. I can see it. I can see the real her. I can see the real you in her. I can see her. I can see her. I can see the smile that she's happy. And man, please, it makes my day. It makes my day. It makes my moment. It makes my whole life. I'm happy because she's happy. Come to think of it, I got to start looking for some Christmas presents. I normally, because I would go coast to coast, I normally start looking for stuff now, but I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be a little later, little later, but that's all right. What the heck? Oh, I'm like, I'm sitting here driving, wondering like, where the heck am I? What the heck? I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, the sun done came up, but time to work it out, work it out. Be the person that you were destined to be. Don't be the aggravated, frustrated, selfish person, but be the person that you was destined to be. That's all you can do. I'm running into some really nice people on this platform, and you can see it because they're just being who they were supposed to be, and that's why people follow them. They're just being the person that they were destined to be, and that's why people follow them. Yeah, but guess what? I found out from a very close friend. See, we don't know. There's a form of depression that it ain't got to do with just being happy. There's a form of depression that it's a chemical imbalance in your brain. A good friend of mine, he's got that chemical imbalance, and the missus was so mad. See, this just shows you women, y'all don't listen. And I said, we went to his wedding, and she said, why is he not happy? What's the matter with him? And she was all upset. I was like, what are you being upset for? I know him. I've known him for 50 years. That's happy. He said, you don't realize he's highly medicated because he's got a chemical imbalance. He's highly medicated. He's happy. He's very happy. You don't, when we start looking at people, you be thinking you know something, or you're good at reading someone, and you don't even know. That person can look as miserable, but it could be as happy as can be. You know what I mean? Could be as happy as can be. Come thinking, I'm gonna send him a text this morning, see how he's doing. Is just wondering why I don't see nobody on the road this morning. I don't know. Oh, I thought I had the wrong time, but luckily I started when I did because I'm on Central right now. I keep on almost I forget every once in a while where I'm at. Luckily I kept my eye on it. You know what I mean? Kept my eye on it. But, um, I'm gonna be done early today. Maybe I'll just I'm gonna get me some squats. Get me some squats in and stuff like that, and to just be in a better position. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down because I'm starting to y'all to death. But we're just coming up with new ideas. We're moving to the next level. We're gonna start doing a stronger foundation for the channel. We're gonna do stronger things for ourselves and in life, and start working on better diet prep and more truck prep, for putting better and more healthier food in the truck, especially once I come back, you know more healthier prep and more healthier ideas to put in place in my life. And I'm going to start working on the rest of my life foundation where I can be secure in myself and everything else. You know what I mean? And we'll start working on that and figure out what's next on the list. Coming up next is Wellness with Frugal Mama. Should be up in the next about 10 minutes. Y'all check her out, and I just want to say thank you for being a part of the live. It figures Miss T coming in. Now you're coming in. I'm shutting down. Hey, morning, Miss T. And morning, and just guys, just know, you're. This is like Miss T. You're moving to the next level in your life. Embrace it. Embrace it with positivity. Keep the negative thoughts out of your mind. Keep growing the channel. Keep being the goal. Keep doing the things that you need to do to move to the next level. Build on that. Learn from your mistakes and move to that next level. That next level, you be wondering, how did I get here? Then when you're there, you're like, wait a minute. Why am I happy all the daggone time? What happened? Why did I let my guard down? What happened? You know what I'm saying? But that's God manifesting himself in your life. You can't beat that. It's an awesome feeling. Well, guys, I'm going to just say thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for being listening in. For me mumbling, that's all I did was mumble. Mumble morning, hey, next week is Mumble Mondays. I got a new idea. Next week is Mumble Mondays. We're gonna mumble our way through. Hey, and you know what? If you look at these pictures that I'm about to show, those H1 is somewhere in the country or somewhere out of the country. All of them is the adventures that I had because I built on the foundation of love, respect, and appreciation for the person that came into my life to help me build on my life, to build on my foundation. I still got a long way to go, and I'm still enjoying the parts of that. And thank you guys for being a part of it. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education.